All right, I had this great idea. It's a stellar idea. It's the best idea I've ever had. It's a no. I want to write a novel. I've wanted to write a novel for a long time. I have lots of ideas for books, for stories. I just spend all my time making this kind of content or writing my blog at Forbes. And by the time I'm done with all that, I don't feel like writing anymore. But I think I can get inspiration for this one. It's a fantasy novel, medieval fantasy, which is my jam. I think it will take place in like a sort of kingdom that's very analogous to Europe, maybe England, during the War of the Roses era. Dealing with sort of the court intrigue and different factions who end up doing battle to see who will take the throne. And the best thing about it is I already have the title. I'm going to call this the Winds of Winter. I'm pretty sure no one's actually written a novel called The Winds of Winter yet. And from what I can tell, there's never been a book published under that title. So it's perfect. It's a perfect title. Never been done before. Pretty sure I can have this written probably by this time next year. And then I just got to find a publisher and all that. But I get the sense that if I could get this published by next year, a publisher wouldn't be hard to find, because the buzz around a book with the title The Winds of Winter, I just get a feeling, just a hunch, that people might want to read that book, and it would sell a bunch of copies. It would probably be a standalone novel, but I might expand that into a trilogy. And if it did well enough, I could see it becoming like a 7-book series or cycle or saga or whatever you want to call it. It just depends. If it's successful enough, I might even get a TV deal out of it, right? With a big streaming company like Amazon Prime or Netflix, or maybe even HBO. I think there's going to be dragons, and probably more of a low magic thing, but with some prophecy, some mystery. Very, very, very grimdark. Lots of betrayals, cliffhangers, that sort of thing. But yeah, I think it's going to be a success. I really do. If I can get this thing written, even in the next couple years, I'm pretty sure it will be the first book ever written with the title The Winds of Winter. And it will sell like gangbusters. So, let me know what you think. Is this a good idea? Am I going to make a lot of money doing this? Am I going to find success? Is it going to be one of the great fantasy novels of all time? The Winds of Winter by Eric Kane. First of his name. I might do this. I wonder what kind of, all joking aside, I wonder what kind of legal issues you might run into publishing a book called The Winds of Winter before who publishes theirs. Maybe we will find out, huh? Maybe we will find out. All right. Be sure to check out my other video about The Winds of Winter, which I just published earlier, where I use math. I use the math like a smart person to calculate how long it will take George R. R. Martin to finish his knockoff version of my novel, The Winds of Winter, which I'm guesstimating it will be between 3.8 and 5.2 years from now. If it ever gets published. And by then, with my book out, he might have to change the title of his for legal reasons. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you're sexy like that. And peace.